Hi everyone, I'm Suffolk Ryan.
I'm in a Meister.
Welcome to our next, what do we call these? We didn't have a name last time.
Spoiler-rific kind of... Spoiler cast, I guess.
Yeah, multi-episode review, discussion, talking head point, what do you call it, of Doctor Who Series 10.
Yeah.
So, as my colleague says, we are going to be spoiling. I'm trying to stop this, thank you. My laptop. We are not going to restrain ourselves from spoilers. We will be talking everything Who. We will spoil everything but the episodes. Nothing's off limits. So if you don't want to, if you've not watched the last episode, which is Oxygen, Extremis, Pim at the End of the World, and Live the Land, stop watching now, or watch to the point and then stop. We will keep in segments so you can mix it up.
Yeah.
So without further ado, let's make a start. So. When we last met, we had the first two episodes, and the next one due up was Oxygen.
Yes.
Set on the space station where basically the suits decide to kill people.
Yes.
And to my mind, was an awesome episode.
I did enjoy it. I didn't think I would do from the trailer because I don't. You know how they always do episodes where they get stranded in space, like on a base station or a spaceship. I don't normally enjoy those episodes. I find them a little bit kind of very much the same each time, like just a slight change on the formula, but I did actually really enjoy this one.
I think the chapters...
I'm not sure why, but I did enjoy this one a lot more.
I think the writer, Jane Matheson, who's one of my favourite modern Who writers, he really did a great job of actually thinking through the situation. So if you have a situation where people just live in oxygen masks, you are going to have a situation where perhaps you will measure distance in breaths rather than, meters, because that's more important.
Yeah.
You get so many breaths, and obviously it creates an interesting dynamic that if you panic or exert yourself, you're going to use your oxygen quicker.
Yes.
I thought it was an interesting dynamic of the whole thing.
Yeah, because it kind of played out all the way through. It wasn't like the ending was betrayed what had happened throughout the whole thing, which does sometimes happen with those episodes, especially.
Not a Chekhov's gun.
Yeah.
To the episode, it was through the whole thing, and I thought the concept was quite neat. I think everybody guessed quite early on that it was the company who ordered the suits thing. I think everybody would have automatically guessed that who watched this, but that's because we've probably been primed to watch so many things.
Yeah, we're so used to Wayland Yutani and their ways.
Yeah. Was it a hacker? No, it's clearly the company's done it.
Yeah.
No, but tell me what made me think of Soma.
Oh yeah, the game, the video game. Yeah.
There's a bit at the very end of Soma. Spoilers of Soma.
I haven't finished that yet.
All right, okay. I'll. How far have you got?
Not that far, really.
Right.
But
it's very like Soma. That's as far as I'll get then. Otherwise, I'll spoil it for
I can imagine that having something like that though. That you're betrayed quite badly.
Yeah, it is. But no, I thought the concept was interesting. Of course, it's in this episode that's the sort of start almost of, although not part of the main arc, it's another Chekhov's gun for later on in the arc of the Doctor losing his sight. Yeah,
going blind. Yeah, that was a very interesting element because I thought I knew at the time that he'd be getting sight back at the end. I just assumed that was a given, that it'd be a problem for a few minutes, but by the end he'd have his sight back and everything would be fine. That was just a short, brief moment, and he'd be fine at the end.
I think I thought the same thing as well, because we're so used to status quo is God in Doctor Who.
Yeah.
And that nothing really world-changing happens outside of an episode or carries on through. And then find that I'm still blind. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, because you get the thing at the end and he says, we're in the TARDIS. Once he's,
gone.
Nardole does the thing and, you assume he's fine.
Yeah.
And then at the end, sort of quite a shocking revelation, really.
That was, real shocking revelation.
Yeah.
Really neat done. It's an interesting take. Something I've not seen them do for. The Doctor's actually disabled and they have to affect it in some way.
Well, number one as well, wasn't it? The Doctor always lies.
Yes, indeed, yeah.
He lied through that one in some ways. I don't know if he knew. Presumably, he assumed he would get his sight back. I don't know if he knew or not, really.
I think he may have thought he was going to get it back.
Yeah.
Even if he wasn't, the Doctor would still have done what he did.
He still would have saved her.
Yeah, he still would have done it.
I
thought right. And I have to say, actually, the sequence done from her point of view. So basically, the whole sequence where she goes unconscious and then comes back, and you just get a glimmers. It's really good because it tells a story of what happened.
Yeah.
But I thought, really neatly done.
And normally at the end of those moments, everything's fine. And it's just like a brief bit, but this time there was a big cost to what happened to her. A massive cost later on, obviously, but yeah.
Oh yeah, massive cost. I like the neatness of the suits, or these... I was trying to work out how intelligent they were meant to be, because I thought they sort of took a bit of an intelligence upgrade right at the end, where they thought, we best give you our oxygen.
Yeah.
Whereas, all the way up to that point, they were quite dumb. They were following basic protocols.
Maybe there's certain things they're more keyed to recognise. Maybe that, because that was such a massive threat to the company cost. Maybe when something like that happens, they enter some kind of emergency protocol.
Possibly built in, If you see another crew member who's losing that oxygen, you'll give them yours. Yeah, I mean, it was a creepy idea. It's a creepy idea that these people live in their suits the whole time.
Yeah.
And you just get that they live in these suits their entire time in space. Well, to the very end, as we found out.
Yeah.
In space. It's a creepy idea, and the suits are sort of semi-autonomous as well.
Effective way to cause some horror as well, because she was unable to move in certain parts, wasn't she?
Yeah.
And that, knowing something's chasing you and having no way to move. If you move, you die, and all those sort of elements were very effective.
Done, yeah.
That was a nice touch.
No, I thought it was suitably creepy.
Yes, good production value as well. So everything looked good. Nothing looked particularly dodgy or out of place. So it was all kind of that used future kind of thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, they've definitely done this season. Done a lot better of not going over the top with the because Ross C. Davies used to go really heavy on CGI and practical effects and rubber monsters. He used to go really heavy on it.
Yeah.
And what ended up happening was you ended up with some very ropey CGI because they couldn't stretch the budget
really
that well.
Stuff.
Whereas Moffat seems to be holding back a bit more. So the CGI that is there is limited, but works better for it because they can spend more time. So really, all you had in terms of was the space station and saw the effects, the transfer of the program between the suits. That was really it.
Yeah, a few exterior space stuff, but that's easy enough to green screen, isn't it? And with the zombies once they're outside, kind of zombies, weren't they? Yeah. Effectively.
Yeah. The bit at the start where they use their voice comms and he's unaware completely of what's going on. I thought that was very effective. That seems to be the other thing they seem to be doing a lot in this season is setting the scene of the place with some characters who are going to be dead shortly anyway, and then the Doctor arrived. Whereas normally the Doctor would arrive after that all happened. Yeah. Or that happened after he got there. That's it. But they did it with a smile as well, didn't they? Set the scene with the characters and the entire plot.
Less effectively.
In smile, less effectively. So it gave
oxygen,
it gave her the whole plot straight away. Oxygen. Like, why are these suits like that?
Yeah.
No, I thought, oxygen was. So I like the writer James Matheson. He's always done good episodes, and the ones he has done. He did my favourite one from the last few years, which was Flatline.
That was the one with the art graffiti, wasn't it?
Yeah, the 2D creatures. That was awesome. So I've enjoyed everyone he's done. So
I did like that one, especially as it came throughout season 8, didn't it? So it kind of anything good would have stood out.
To be honest, that was that was the tulip in the field of manure.
Yeah,
that was just such an awesome thing to have, and it was. Really good.
Yeah, no, I did like that one as well, yeah.
No, really enjoyed Oxygen. I think that's a thumbs up from both of us.
They brought Nardole back into that one more, didn't they,
yes.
than they had before. And it was good as well. Because he is funny in them, but he doesn't play up to that too much. There is a sense of,
Matt Lucas does fantastic delivery
of
his lines. And Nardole as a character could be very easily go over the top with.
Yeah.
It'd very easily become the Nardole show.
It could just feel like a caricature, but he actually does feel like a real person, part of that trio.
Because he's both funny and has sort of fine comments, but he also essentially, of course, he'll be quite clever because he'll happily grab hold of Bill and say, and he tends to, whereas the Doctor tends to be a little bit more. It doesn't. Sometimes will just say something out of hand but not really explain it. Nardole will actually say, right, no, Bill, you've got to think that's. The reason it's going to be like this because your oxygen is going to run out. He sort of explained it like, don't get exercised because you'll oxygen quicker. He's sort of a bit more sensible, and he's definitely got a side to that's a bit more. It's quite caring, but he's happy to have he does have the odd sort of slightly. He's smart, but also a bit not much wisdom, common sense, shall we say?
He's a little naive sometimes.
Yeah, but in sort of space stuff, he's quite switched on. So, well, I like Nardole. It's a shame he only sort of got in, but I suppose they wanted Bill to be built up first before they sort of introduced him into the series.
Yeah, especially with her being a bit an unknown as an actress. You want the focus to make sure people get to know her, like say, rather than
definitely.
If Matt Lucas was there as well, people would probably focus more on him, wouldn't they? And rather than her. So that made sense to bring him in later on.
No, well, I think it worked very well doing it that way.
Yeah.
So, but
another traditional episode, wasn't it? You know, up to that point, they were all like greatest hits of Doctor Who in terms of the genre they went after.
It's the classic Who, in my mind, is the group of people trapped somewhere for various reasons, and they have to use their wits and their smarts to get out of it and avoid it. And that to me is classic Doctor Who serial. It's so common in the previous seasons, mainly because it cuts down sets.
Just sort of corridors.
Yeah, you can cut down what sets you need if you're all trapped in a certain place with a certain monster. It really narrows it down what you need to do. And it works very effectively. And it also puts a bit of pressure on the companions and Doctor as well, and sort of allows you to set things up. I mean, I think probably my favourite one that did that. I did like the two parts of the Apostle. What's it called? The Apostle Pallet, and what's it called? The Satan Pit.
Oh yeah, with the giant devil thing.
Yeah, with the Ood.
That was a good one.
That was a good pair. Yeah.
I know it's a slightly different kind of thing, but I did love the Waters of Mars. Was it the Waters of Mars? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? You know, with the
that's the one, David Tennant one. That's where he sort of goes a little bit as Doctor off the Wales. He's off the Wales moment, isn't he?
Yeah, he thinks I'm the last of them. You know, I can do what I like,
and
he kind of
changed history.
Yeah,
I didn't like the robot. Was it Gadget? The chopper that really annoying American Mark Zuckerberg type brat in there.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. He really
the thing that sped up and
Yeah, that really irritated me.
Yeah, that was a bit irritating, true.
But, that's a common, and it's something that you see quite often in a lot of Doctor Who episodes, has that sort of moment in it, but it works so effectively. It's, as you say, it's a classic Who episode.
Yeah.
So I think Oxygen gets our thumbs up.
Definitely, yeah.
Thumbs up, awesome series. So we'll take a breather. And then we'll on to the next one.
Indeed.
Sorry. Bad joke.
I think. Really?
It took you a second to twig as well.
No. Yeah.
But I'll save time from this torture. So, moving on to the episode which I can never pronounce the title of. Extremis?
Something along those lines,
It's Latin, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty
Extremis, yeah. Stephen Moffat episode.
Yeah.
So, following on from Oxygen, Doctor's blind. And he gets hired by the Vatican to go, or someone from the Vatican, by the Pope actually, doesn't he?
Yeah.
To go and read this book that everybody who reads it dies.
Yeah, kills themselves.
Proper sort of mystery episode. Why people are dying. I personally thought it was very funny. I laughed out loud at the very start where the Pope turns up. She sat there with her girlfriend, he's annoyed, and the Pope just walks through and starts shouting. Then he disappears and she goes through and there's all these. Look at that priest just goes. That was just so funny. I was laughing out loud that bit. That was great.
Yeah, that was a really good moment. That was.
Yeah. But this is probably sort of really almost the first of the 3-part arc of the sort of the rotting monks.
Yeah.
And the whole, and this is now a major spoiler territory, the whole story of that, it's a simulation, I thought was a really neat revelation.
That was excellent, yeah.
I tricked something must be quite major, meant like Nardole wasn't dead. And I love the fact that he figured it out, him and Bill figured it out before the Doctor did.
Yeah, that was
And they figured out what it was without ever actually reading the book. I thought that was really neat.
Yeah, because he died, didn't he? Because he went behind where the projectors pointed out, didn't they? He went behind, because they were pointing out all to these portals for each location, and he went and disappeared, and then after that she got really scared. But yeah, because they went to CERN, didn't they? And they were all getting ready to blow themselves up.
Yeah.
I wonder what, because you probably would consider life pretty much pointless if you were just part of a simulation and nothing you did was real.
Well, of course, there is the philosophical point put out there by some people that we are actual factors in simulation. How would we know?
Yeah.
How would we know that this whole universe is not a simulation, some alien supercomputer, and it's simulating
I did think there's a book out there somewhere you can read that gives you a few clues.
Look, before the Matrix came up with the idea, someone actually came up with the idea as a sensible scientific theory that you wouldn't know if this was a simulation, and if it's complicated enough, and perhaps the reason that many worlds work is simply because it's just different routes down a path.
They did bring that theory back, didn't they? Like scientists started trying to figure out a percentage of how likely the Matrix is that we're all living in the Matrix, you know.
Yeah.
Or a version of it, but yeah.
I think if you are living in the Matrix, I don't really care because I don't know. I live in the Matrix.
No.
So if the only people are bothered, the only people who are bothered by the Matrix, people who get pulled out from it.
If I did, yeah, but at least if you get pulled out, you get to learn kung fu and everything. That'd be pretty sweet.
Well, yeah, but you do live in sort of constant abject terror that you're going to be murdered by a piece of machinery. Which I know could happen in real life as well. If you worked in a factory, or perhaps was on a farm, you got to near a combine harvester. That is something that potentially could happen.
Exactly.
But I think that the Matrix sort of idea is like all these evil machines, and it's like, yeah, but if no one knows about it, is it really a problem?
It probably is in a way.
But if everybody is living blissfully about the situation, if you're born, you're raised, you die, and you don't know anything that's happening, you don't know you're living in a simulation, does it really matter?
Probably not. But we're getting off track a bit.
I think we are slightly off track anyway.
But to go back to Dr. Wu.
Dr. Wu?
Yeah.
Is he the one who's sort of into homeopathic care and sort of hypnosis and...
Yeah. I know, that was... I did enjoy that one. I felt... Because that was the first time they started to bring in like the big... Like say the Ark kind of storylines back, didn't they? When they started bringing bigger stories that weren't self-contained.
Yeah.
Which I like. I always enjoy when they do that, when they do the big episodes.
Yeah, it wasn't... You couldn't call it a 3-part or anything because each episode of the Ark can be watched individually.
Yeah.
You could watch them individually and you'll get a good story out of it and you'll think, but there was an arc to it.
Yeah, same villains all the way through and same general threat and everything.
Yeah. Can I start to say that I think Bill was very dumb that she didn't treat the Doctor as blind because...
Yeah, I could forgive her for part 1 because maybe the simulation of her wasn't as smart as the real one. So I can forgive her for that.
That's the point then, doesn't it? Because the whole point of simulation was to be like the real people so they can judge people's reactions properly.
Yeah. Maybe she just wasn't used to him enough to tell, but I did try to forgive her the first time, but that did become a little bit more...
You say also,
each time, the further they dragged it out, that she couldn't figure out.
Gradually, come on, Bill, can you not tell? There's something severely wrong here.
Yeah, he's got people interpreting for him, and you can't see if stuff that's right in front of him. He keeps asking Nardole to tell him what's there. And
yeah, I mean,
what am I looking?
Come
people
on,
showing him something, and him saying, "What? I don't understand." And,
Yeah. This also had an interesting POV sequence in it, like we had with Bill outside the spaceship. This is a similar one where the Doctor gets his sight back temporarily.
Yeah.
And he has to work his way through the Vatican.
Yeah, sort of catacombs type thing.
It's never made clear though why the monks are bothering to actually chase him down. They don't seem bothered by anybody else reading and committing suicide. But so why does this book exist? Why do they put that in there?
Perhaps that's like going back to Matrix again, but like the architect, like some way where people can tell, like if they reach that, maybe they know it's some kind of failure. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, perhaps it's a way of if you are, perhaps it's meant to be put there as a safety. So if your monk gets trapped in there, they can figure out how to get out.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, that could be their manual.
Yeah, use a manual. Thank you for purchasing Universe Simulator 1.29.
Yeah.
Please ensure you have 5 billion teraquads of hardware space clear ready before you install this.
Yeah.
Only supported by Windows 22.
Yeah. We know we've had a few issues. We'll try and sort it out with a patch.
Yeah. Yes, we know Donald Trump became president. This is a bug. We're working on it.
Yeah. I often think about that. If we're in like their multiverse kind of thing, that we ended up with a kind of dodgy one where we got Trump instead of maybe Bernie Sanders and someone like that is in a really good universe.
Some troll hacked into us.
Yeah.
There's someone out there who's doing the equivalent of when you're going to game, you just randomly kill an NPC for the hell of it.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent.
They're just watching us and laughing.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks.
He screwed us over.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I did enjoy that one because it was so unusual to have something like that, and to have the Doctor was kind of like you say, the Doctor was pretty much the last to know really as well.
Yeah,
like the guys in the sand blew themselves up, and everyone else had sort of figured it out and twigged, but he was. I don't. I guess. I wonder if he would have figured it out sooner if he was off site.
Well, to be fair, he just spent a large episode being chased by monks, so that did kind of cut back his capacity. Yeah. I have to say, I must admit, I didn't twig the twist till the end. I didn't twig what was going on. I was clued in when Nardole disappeared. I thought, so that sort of started to formulate in my mind, but I didn't twig the twisting. And it's just Moffat when he's good at writing, is that he can set up all these individual clues. You're thinking, how on earth do these link together? What makes these link? And then as time goes on, all sorts of goes. Oh!
I thought that portal room was some kind of gateway to different parts of the planet rather than projecting simulations. They sort of said if this is a simulation, then we must be, and then everything must be. That was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I assumed. I assumed it was just some transportation device.
Yeah.
I assumed the aliens were a bit like the Silence observing us.
Yeah, so they could go into these different bits.
Yeah, that's what I assumed it was. That's what I assumed it was. The aliens were observing us. And as you say, it's a transportation device. It's only, when Mars said how, they're projectors. They're projecting that place. I mean, it was quite nice the way they sort of bounced around for most of the world. They start in the Vatican, they end up in the Pentagon, to a very surprised looking woman, and then end up in the CERN.
Yeah, maybe that was a twig that there wasn't, because they were all such major locations, weren't they? Yeah. And a lot of those places were the places that would be the front line in a war against, if they wanted to figure out what the world would do against us. Yeah. They're the places, aren't they? Like religion, the White House, the Pentagon. Yeah. All places at CERN, trying, with their particle physics and everything. Yeah. The top scientists in the world were there, so they were all places that would be front line in a war. So they're logically they are the people that would be top of the list for being simulated. Yeah, I hadn't considered that. That's a really good shout. Actually, I hadn't considered that as the idea that it's. No, I hadn't considered at all the idea. You're right. It's the idea, the people you're interested in, the sort of people who are going to oppose you, and they are the ones you want to. Yeah, control. I didn't think about that until we just now, really, because we were talking about those places and suddenly realised that they're all key strategic sort of locations, weren't they? And people. Yeah. No, but I think it did a good job of setting up. So although it was a self-contained episode, it did a good job. I also like the way that it times the first part of the episode, where the Doctor at the start, obviously isn't the Doctor. You actually see that later on. He gets the email, and then what you're doing is you're watching the attachment of what happened in the simulated world. The Doctor you see after that is a simulated Doctor. That was quite a neat twist. Yeah, with the glasses on, with his back against the vault door. He was kind of sitting there, wasn't he? And he got a message. And there was a Doctor sending that message that comes at the end, the whole thing. And of course, we forgot to mention, this is the episode that tells Missy was in the vault. Yeah. Oh, at the beginning. Yeah, of course. Yeah. We completely and only forgot that Missy. We were getting to that bit. We were. I still couldn't believe it. Even though she was there, I thought, nah, she's not in the vault. Because we discussed this quite a bit, but I figured it was her in there and maybe someone else. Because he sits against the vault, like I said, with his back to the vault, and he pretty much prays for Missy's help through the vault. So I figure, I know, like you say, with maybe Stephen Moffat sort of changes on the fly and double bluffs and everything, but if he's sitting there alone asking for help, she has to be in there in some way. Yeah, because it would be completely logical for him to do that. But I suppose I've had a bit of Stephen Moffat-itis that I'm so used to him putting these twists and so forth that I now think the logical one can't be true. I know. So even when I was like, "Oh, that's the vault. That's Missy." Even if they showed him put Missy in the vault and close the door, I still wouldn't have believed there was her in there. I thought, no. At some point, there's going to be another scene where he takes her out and puts someone else in there. I mean, a bit like because I thought it was going to be like the Pandora opens. Yeah, that sort of thing where you see what's been put into it, and then a little while later it opens up again, and it's Amy in there. Yeah, and you just assume it's going to be a Doctor, obviously, but it's her, and then I kind of figured that would be something like that until later on. Until later on, you hear him asking for her. But it was actually for once in showing who was in the vault, being the big twist of the season. Yeah, I know everyone I thought about it. I thought myself, we're only episode 6. Yeah,
You know,
they haven't actually. That's the only thing they've kind of set up, isn't there, for what's to come?
unless,
As far as we can tell, anyway.
Unless there's going to be a sort of later sort of end game later on.
Yeah, I'm very, very interested to know how they bring John Sims back, because he's in the trailer, so that's not a spoiler. But
Yeah.
how that, what happens? Maybe part of her punishment. I know normally they're dead in that vault, but because he has to guard the dead body for 1,000 years. But maybe it's some form of flashback, her looking back at her past transgressions.
Maybe.
It'd be interesting to see how they bring him into it.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah.
I'm guessing at some point. All I can see now is Simmons is going to end up in the final.
Yeah, I think he's in just before the Christmas special, isn't he? Because I think that's something else.
Because we've only got 4 episodes to go.
Yeah.
And we know what the next week's about. And so these 3. So I think realistically, it makes. I wonder if the final's going to be the new Mondas Cyberman in it.
Yeah, because they haven't come into it yet.
They're meant to be in. I wonder if it's going to be them who turn up in the final. I suppose we'll find out in 3 weeks' time. 4 weeks' time. So, but yeah, I have to say I thought a really well constructed episode. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, I really like that one.
Yeah, really, really good episode.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Good. Anything else?
No.
Cool. Now, on to Pyramid End of the World.
Yes, I did enjoy this one a lot again, because they kind of brought in that split story, didn't they? Where you saw this lab that you knew was a major part of it.
Yeah, but I'm not sure how.
Going along, yeah. And then the other side with them investigating this pyramid that had just suddenly popped up out of nowhere.
Yeah, so it carries on directly from the previous episode, really, that the invasion that the Doctor was warned about in the last episode happens in this one.
Yeah. They've never been in it before, have they? In any old, way back in the past episodes of those characters, have they? No, because they're interesting. Because you said to me off camera, a while ago, that they must be very, very powerful. For some of the things they do in this episode, especially, and they must. I don't know how they did that one, because obviously it doesn't. You don't really want that sort of thing explained always, do you? It's just a cool little thing that they're very powerful somehow. Yeah,
they just restored us to sight like that.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder if they can somehow manipulate timelines.
Yeah, perhaps they're a very small part genie, because you can make a wish, but you have to mean it. You have
to mean it.
Yeah.
I thought that was a neat idea that the person. I thought it was an interesting twist actually, because when they say you have to give up your will give up something for love, or ask our help but out of love.
Yeah, you have to give it willingly. And did they say you have to love us? Because I thought that was...
No, they don't. I
thought that was part of it, that you had to get...
I think it's implied. I think when you hear it, you mustn't give up for any reason, but you have to give up for love. I think most of the connection means love them.
Yeah, I thought I heard him say love us, but probably not then.
No, I thought it was an interesting twist. No, it doesn't have to be for them. It just has to be you want something desperate enough and you love the reason for it.
Yeah, I suppose naturally normally you would have to love them. An emotional power,
which makes sense when you watch the next episode. Why it has to be an emotional reason why you want to give it up.
Yeah.
I have to say, so I thought that was a neat idea. I thought the way that the first the UN guy just does it out of what are they rejecting him for? He does it out of the military pulled it out of strategy.
Yeah,
the UN guy just does it.
I think out of fear, wasn't it? The first guy was fear, wasn't he?
Fear.
Yeah.
And so they fear is not love, and they finish him off.
And then you get the free military ones that they
do it out of strategy.
They do it.
But it's not what they want. So it's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
Like I say, it's the Moffat of 2 separate storylines tied together.
Yeah, that come together.
Yeah. Very tense episode.
Yeah.
I was actually almost on the edge of my seat watching it.
I was, yeah.
It was really what's going to happen. You knew whatever disaster was going to hit the Earth must happen in the laboratory. And I saw that. As soon as I saw that out culture, I thought, right, it's going to be something like some disease, or it's going to kill the crops and people can die. It's going to be some pest. There could be some disease research like that.
Yeah, I initially assumed it would be a plague of some kind.
Yeah, well, it sort of was in a way.
Yeah. Reminded me a little bit that side of it, a little bit of The Stand, the Stephen King book. One of my favourite books ever. And I love anything like that about plagues.
Yeah.
And that starts with that kind of thing happening, where mistakes are made and this thing is released into the world.
there is something very creepy about that, naturally creepy about it. I think because, that it's something that theoretically could happen. It's not outside the realms possibility that could happen.
No.
Although I'm sure that there aren't many private labs up there who are cooking up things that are dangerous.
No.
That also is something that I think that it's indiscriminate. It doesn't care what it affects.
No,
it just kills things.
Yeah.
Have you ever played the game Plague Inc?
No, I don't think I... Oh, no.
Plague Inc. Evolved is basically a game where you play as a virus. You have to mutate your virus to infect, and you only win the game when you wipe out everybody.
Oh, wow.
Not percentage. The whole world has been wiped out before you can win the game. It's actually quite good fun.
Yeah, because the stand was about 99% of the population, so a plague, a virus is always something very primal, isn't it, as a fear?
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it.
Like you say, nothing you can do about it. It hasn't got any conscience or anything.
Yeah.
It kills kids as much as it would an adult.
Yeah, you might get infected and not know about it. You never got any incubation. It's a very real world fear.
Yeah.
More so than I think most other possible natural disasters. It's a fear really well one. Because I think at some point in life we've all had a disease or a virus, and we probably all know someone who's actually been finished off by a disease or a virus. Because I'm sure we all know the old relative who got pneumonia or something got finished off. Yeah. So you know about it. So that's why I think it really twigs in. Having said that lab has got to be one of the most worst designed labs I've ever seen, and one of the most incompetent scientists ever. You've got a lab that deals with potentially harmful pathogens, or even if you don't know if they're harmful, you're dealing with pathogens, and you automatically vent it to the outside world.
Plus, he puts that number in. You'd think there'd be a redundancy, a second person that would check everything.
You're really sure about this? And not be funny, how incompetent was he as a scientist? One, he can't focus on a paper, can't read one. Rather than going, I can't read this, I'll get someone to check my figures.
Yeah.
Or he goes, 118, that sounds like a lot. He just puts it in anyway. He then goes into the room where all the things have just suddenly died, and they're all wearing biohazard suits. So you know they're doing something dangerous because they're wearing biohazard suits. He takes his hat off, his helmet off.
Yeah.
He then, on his way out, opens both doors.
He
puts his hand in the stuff as well. Opens both doors. So I thought, all I can assume is he got his degree from some online site, and he was the son of the director. And he got, it's like, oh, my nephew needs a summer job. I'll put him in the laboratory working on dangerous pathogens.
Yeah, I suppose, I know everything you say is right, but I guess in a way that was a deliberate thing of how fragile and how easy something like that could happen.
Oh, yeah, you see, I personally dislike that because it sort of implies to me that there are labs out there dealing with this sort of thing who have just are crewed by that incompetent people.
They're like doing that, don't they? Freaking people out.
Yeah, but it sends a bit of a bad message that, hey, there's all these scientists out there working in labs that could potentially wipe out the whole world.
I don't think we've taken that seriously, no.
No, I think some side of things. Yeah, but it's all plays into anyway. So that's my little. I'm getting on soapbox.
Yeah, but
I'll step down from the soapbox.
I still really like that dual element.
Yeah,
like you say, it felt like really suspenseful and really action packed, even though it was only 2 locations.
Yeah,
pretty much the whole thing,
and not a lot of action actually happened.
No, but it felt very fast moving.
Yeah,
even though it was at the same time like a slow build as well.
Yeah,
it's very clever.
Oh, another thing, this does relate to the whole thing because it's a key reason why Doctor gets his sight back. Is why would you have an emergency override that's based on a code?
Yeah,
why not a button?
I guess some kind of security.
Well, in case you accidentally engineer an intelligent pathogen that can form a shape and walk out.
Or terrorism, I meant more, but someone who wasn't meant to get in there got in there somehow. You had to make sure that if they came out, they were going to be okay.
I just know that sounds.
But normally you would have a key code to get out of somewhere like that, wouldn't you? Anyway,
you have a key code to get in. You wouldn't have a key code to get out. Why would you need to have a key code to leave somewhere?
But if the wrong person got in there,
But if they managed to get the key code to get in.
Yeah, I know. But maybe it's a different code to get out again.
Yeah, no, sorry, it's a load of rubbish. That was such a crutch put there for the sole purpose of creating a situation where the Doctor had to have his sight back.
Oh, the Deus Ex Machina kind of thing.
That's such a put there to give it. Yeah, Doctor needs to have his sight. Well, surely they could have figured out another way to do it.
I guess so, but he had to be under a great deal of threat, didn't he, for it to, for her to make that decision.
Yeah.
And I guess they just wanted to bring that all into one cohesive thing, that side of the plot. Compared to that side of the plot.
You could just as easily have had to say, you need to push the you just need to push the emergency unlock button. No, up a bit.
Oh yeah, but eventually you'd find it.
Yeah, eventually, maybe.
You'd say up a little bit and then down.
Yeah, but she can't see where he can see.
Yeah, but still, that would look really stupid as well.
Yeah.
Bring your side back because you can't find a button.
There it is.
And you go back and he goes, ooh.
By the door.
Yeah. I don't think that would have worked. You would have had way more complaints if they'd gone with that route.
No, I think that makes it a bit more logical. Did you have a keypad and a spinning combination lock? Because there had to be a spinning combination, because if it was a keypad, he could have worked out which keys it was.
Yeah.
So it had to be a spinning combination lock. And the lock itself was like, that like something that you get out like a church fete. The spinny dials on that.
Yeah, but,
but
I did like that bit though, because it felt like, oh my god, that's how they win. You knew they were going to win at that point, because you knew she'd give them up.
Yeah.
For him. She'd give up everything for him.
But yeah, well, exactly. That was sort of. Because at the point when he saw, like, I thought it was the thing is, if you're thinking in your head, I think most people think that's a two-parter. And he gets in there and he imagines on the pub and goes, they are two-parter, he's beat the ends again. Oh shit. Oh, real shit. Oh, she's gonna offer. Oh dear.
Yeah, that's why that lock moment worked for me, because as soon as you saw that lock, you thought, oh, jeez. There's no way he can't get out.
Yeah.
That's how the only way to do it is for her to do that.
But
it had to be out of love, like we said before.
Yeah.
So that's how.
It just felt a bit like convoluted.
Maybe a little bit, and it was a little bit sudden. Like, oh, the doctor's got his sight back. Yeah. I know it came at a great cost, but it was still he's got his sight back.
It's quite impressive that these aliens can't sort of just dominate a world. They have to stick it by sort of love and compassion and so forth. But they can just think like that, instantly give Doctor his sight back.
Yeah, but that comes into more the next episode, doesn't it? That kind of reason that they have to be loved, Yeah. It's kind of psychic, isn't it?
But also, if you have the technology to just do that at a distance, give someone their sight back.
Yeah, but that was part of the bargaining, wasn't it? Like she bargained.
Yeah, but
that was already It
doesn't change the very further. If you could do that, you don't need to worry about bargaining.
Yeah.
Oh look, I've made. Bing, all the world leaders are blind now and deaf and dumb. Right, we're in charge now.
Yeah, but they wanted to be worshipped, though, didn't they? They didn't want to rule by fear and depression, even though that was how it felt. They wanted to win by, just being welcomed.
Plausible deniability.
Yeah.
They want plausibly be welcomed in.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'd say I thought it's probably one of my favourite episodes of the entire season.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
It's really, really. It's got everything. It's creepy. It's plausible, apart from the door. It's got a nice twist at the end.
Yeah.
It's really well done. I mean, this is one by Peter Harness. Now, I'm 90% sure he's the Kill the Moon guy.
Could be. I do. Yeah, the name does ring bells. I know he's done.
But he wrote it with Stephen Moffat, and Obviously is obviously reining him in.
Yeah.
Because I bet the door code is Peter Harness's contribution.
Possibly.
I bet it was his contribution.
And the Bad Lab.
Yes, Bad Lab person. Yeah. I bet yes.
Let's have him touch the plant and leave all the doors open there.
Oh yeah. God. Stupid.
But yeah, I enjoyed that a lot as well. I had less issues with it than you had as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe because I probably looked a bit more like, what? What are you doing that for? How stupid are you?
Yeah.
I like the scientist, and I thought she was a good character.
Yeah, she was good. Yeah.
I was a bit ashamed that she didn't turn up in the next episode.
Yeah, she felt like someone that would have been enjoyable to watch more of,
Yeah. See, I actually thought for a moment, I'll tell you what I thought the episode was going to end like, how I thought the episode was going to end. I thought the Doctor was going to sort of semi-save the day, but actually what was going to cause the release of the virus, because he put his TARDIS there, TARDIS absorbed in some of the gas, which caused Nardole to pass out.
Yeah.
I thought perhaps he goes to the door, opens the TARDIS door, and that's it, it's released, and he accidentally releases
I thought Nardole, I thought that was going to be how the virus got out, yeah.
Yeah.
The TARDIS.
Bacteria, I should say. I thought that was how it's going to escape.
Yeah, I did too,
and that was going to, and then she would have to give up for the reason that he cocked up. That's how I thought it was going to end, to be honest. I was not expecting the twist of...
No, but Nardole sort of more or less passing out was just so the Doctor couldn't use him to help him see things.
Yeah, at the time that was the case.
Yeah.
But it did feel like... I honestly thought that's how it was going to get out.
Yeah, I thought, Nardole's passed out in there. That
means the virus is in, the bacteria is in there, so therefore he needs to get it out.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'd say probably a very good.
Yeah, no,
Really enjoyed this episode.
Yeah, I thought that was a cracking one, yeah.
So we've now caught up to last week's episode, which is The Lie of the Land.
Yes.
Nice play on words.
Yeah.
I thought this episode wasn't bad, wasn't particularly great.
I think I liked it more than you did, because I saw your review on here before, and I enjoyed it more, I think, than you did.
Yeah.
I was more satisfied, at least, with the conclusion than you were.
Yeah, I thought the conclusion felt very, back to that word again, convoluted. It felt very pulled out the back. It felt very much pulled at the last minute out the backside.
It felt sudden. It definitely felt sudden, but I still enjoyed it. But it was different from what I imagined. It was more of an emotional victory than a tactical kind of...
I think what was the case for me was like, they introduced the idea of her talking to her mother at the start.
Yeah.
She then talks to her mother again as they go get the doctor, and then she doesn't say a word to her at that point. It was like every few minutes she was like narrating it to her mother as time went on to keep herself sane.
Yeah.
It then sort of feel more like made sense, but it felt like those two bits were usually there to think she's got an imaginary mother, she's got an imaginary mother, she's got an imaginary mother. Just think that she's got an imaginary mother. It felt like it was more to put that in your brain.
They've used that a little bit before, haven't they, the mother stuff?
Yeah, but not
to that extent, but yeah.
Yeah. Now, did you see probably watched too many Moffats to have a theory?
I did.
What's your opinion on it?
I totally disagree with...
Okay, I thought
you thought she was her own mother or something?
I think she might be her own mother.
But how would she give birth to herself?
Well, she goes back in time.
I can't.
I just think myself, she doesn't know her, but she's never met her mother. She's only got photos, and those photos look. I know she's obviously her daughter, so they're going to look similar. They look awfully like her.
So wait a minute, what? Who? She gives birth to herself.
Yes, and then she has to leave because obviously she can't raise herself.
I'm sorry, I'm totally lost on that one.
She gives birth to her. Well, I don't see what the problem is here. She gets pregnant and then goes back in time like 20 years, has a baby. That baby grows up to be her. I don't see what the problem with that is.
I can't.
It's a close time leap.
I guess right.
It's timey-wimey, wobbly. Okay, look, I probably have watched too many Moffat episodes. Okay,
I can't get my head
I'm just sitting there thinking, what's he going to do? What's he going to do? So it's probably me creating something out of thin air. But the moment I first saw a photo of her mother, I thought she looks just like her mother.
I thought maybe it could be a future self, but when you talked about it being...
That is a future self who gives birth to her.
I know, I understand future self bit, talking to herself, but not giving birth to herself.
Well, she hasn't got to that stage yet. She hasn't been left in the past yet.
So she gives birth, and she says, "God, that baby looks just like me."
Yeah. Oh no, I'll call her Bill. Yeah. What's the problem with this? Nardole's a father. And what's the problem with this? I don't see what the issue is.
We need a whole nother podcast to talk about the issue with that.
Look, somewhere out there'll be some that... Look, this is... Compared to what most people come up with as theories and fans coming up, mine's perfectly sensible.
Yeah, I know, but still, I can't get the logic of it in my brain.
Oh, apologies for dogs.
Dogs, well, you keep talking about giving birth to herself. It's freaking out. Even the animals are freaking out.
Yeah. So, what are you talking about? Oh, no. Yeah. It's yeah.
I think there is something to that. You know, the mum thing isn't just her way of dealing with things. I think there isn't something coming to that. But obviously, with her leaving at the end of this series, that actress, not even making the Christmas special.
She needs to end the series to go back and give birth to herself. Yeah,
that just seems too much plot to make.
It's happened in other programmes.
Yeah, I know, but they've got...
Futurama.
Yeah.
Fry's own grandfather.
Yeah, that's true.
So there you go. It's only one step less, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't think they're going down that route, though. I think there's something to it, like some version of her future self, maybe, but, you know.
She's around mother, I'm sure. But otherwise, back to the episode. Back for it. Yeah, I like the idea. Yeah, it's nice that we got.
She's on Mother's Day, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Dave Lister's his own father.
Sorry,
Dave Lister's his own father.
Oh yeah. Red Dwarfs, Futurama and Red Dwarf are both
comedies. I know, but Doctor Who's never been totally sensible. To be honest.
Yeah.
I think I'm right. We'll find out.
I think there's something to it, but yeah.
You're just saying that just to sort of implicate me.
No, but I do think there is that will. It's not just her talking to a version of her mother to help herself deal with things. I think that something will come with that.
We'll see. Anyway, moving back to the episode. This is not the first time they've done sort of the after the invasion episode, is it? Because we had the one with the Master and Toclafane took over. And someone else has done a similar one. I can't remember. There was another one, I think, where sort of like you set after the invasion. I won't be including a different series.
But there was that one semi-one, wasn't there, where those ghosts that turned out to be Cybermen, like where those ghosts were there. That was kind of the invasion had already commenced,
but hadn't fulfilled yet.
But no, they hadn't won yet.
No, and so it's nice. It's interesting. I like this all one. This all see the world change, and so forth. And I like. It was a neat idea how everything was connected through the person who'd said, "Oh, it's me." I mean, I find it hard with the monks and never treat this, because the monks mention that the person who does it synchronises with them. Or I can't remember what they actually said. They say like whoever gives them, it sort of becomes part of them.
Yeah,
you'd think they would have kept more control over her.
Yeah, but I guess if they don't know for sure that they need to keep her alive, they're not too bothered.
Yeah. Even so.
Yeah, but if they don't know that, they probably wouldn't care too much about it, would they?
Probably not. No, you're probably right there.
That was quite sudden, wasn't it? Because it's 6 months later, wasn't it? Because to see the full invasion, so Nardole was fine and Bill was back in London under the control of these things. I know they had to do 6 months to show the invasion in full swing, and people believe they'd been there for years and
centuries,
forever really.
Yeah, I like the way. I also thought it was a bit weird how that they go to rescue the Doctor, and that's over like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I thought that was
I think it would have been neater if that had been sort of part of the culmination of the episode. That it was the Doctor had somehow been caught up in all this himself, but he himself wasn't immune to what the monks were doing. But because Bill was involved, she was. So she had to go see Missy herself, go into the vault and help on Nardole.
That's what I thought was going to happen.
And then they would go off and they would find the Doctor, perhaps with Missy along, and they'd go find the Doctor. And sort of at the very end, they saw by saving the world, they saved the Doctor at the same time. And he must be the antagonist, but in doing so, Missy can escape.
Yeah,
which I think would have been a far better episode if I had written it.
The trailers made it look that way as well, didn't they? Because the way she taught, Bill talked to Missy. Missy was saying, how she'd do it, how she'd sort of save people, but it made it look like she was talking about saving the Doctor and rescuing him. Yeah, I assumed that would be the whole episode, then trying to rescue the Doctor, and then that.
As it was over really quickly.
Yeah, but very brilliantly,
Very brilliantly.
When they thought,
he absolutely.
He sold out, didn't he?
He did indeed.
Yeah, I thought, oh man, what the hell? And then I thought,
I was convinced.
Yeah, I thought they were going to then go get Missy to try and break him or something.
Yeah,
to try and
I was convinced that the Doctor had been turned. Or I was convinced by everything. I was absolutely convinced by it.
Yeah. Then when he started regenerating, I was like, "Oh, what the hell?"
I actually thought, "Is this it? Is this the trip Moffat's going to tell us?" He regenerates 8 episodes in.
Yeah.
Because that would be one hell of a twist for the season. Rather than do him at the end, just do him halfway through.
That would have been very, very cool.
That would have been one hell of a twist. It'd been slightly annoying because we'd lose Capaldi, but yeah. So most of my positive episodes, I felt it wasn't. It just didn't. It felt perhaps a bit too fast paced. It sort of jumped around a lot, and I found the whole just think of your mother type ending a bit twee and
maybe a little bit
a bit confident. It made more sense because she was the conduit. She was able somehow to the fact she is the conduit now somehow separate, but just only being the person involved.
But they were kind of like I like the way that they were kind of like a worldwide cult, and they deprogrammed them, didn't they, by doing that? And I think I liked it more than you did. I think you did.
Yeah, I found it a bit. I think the trouble was you had Extremis, which was a great episode, a very good episode. You had Pyramid in the World, and this felt like a letdown of the previous two. It felt like it didn't feel anywhere near as good as the previous two.
I think if it was a complete season finale, I would have been more disappointed. Yeah. But as I'm, there's still more building up to something later on as well.
Yeah, because it's like the third part of the 3-episode arc.
Yeah.
It felt like a letdown, if I'm honest. I'm not saying it was an awful episode. Actually, I did enjoy it. It just wasn't as good as I was perhaps built up in my head it was going to be.
No, I suppose not.
And that's possibly because I sort of, when you get really involved in it, it keeps getting better and better and better. You get to a stage where nothing can do whatever to meet your expectations.
Yeah.
It's always hard to end. So I think there aren't many TV series that have a good season finale, even like end of series finale. There aren't many that have a good one. There are a few, but they're very few and far between. It's almost like a golden moment if they manage it.
Yeah.
A lot just don't quite manage it.
No, Doctor Who always tries its best, doesn't it? To give a great season. I know what you mean. It wasn't completely brilliant. Like, there wasn't like oh man, they did. There wasn't one of those moments.
Yeah.
It wasn't mind blowing, but I still liked it. I forgot to mention the previous episode, but they did that really cool previously and now thing as well.
Yeah.
That was good, wasn't it? When they showed previous and this week's as well.
Yeah.
I like that touch, but pretty good episodes.
Yeah. And the dogs have woken up.
Yeah, they got mad. Yeah.
Oh man, they also know there's an interloper here.
Yeah, then there's an intruder.
Yeah. So Tom will shortly be savaged.
Yeah.
As it will open the door, he won't make it home tonight, so you won't see him again.
No. But we should talk quickly about Missy in that episode as well.
Oh yes,
she's always brilliant. And that was when we
Michelle
knew
Gomez.
for sure she was in there.
Oh yeah.
And there was no one else. Yeah. She was in that little glass thing. I don't know why when he opened the door, she didn't just escape. But obviously, we saw she was in that glass bit as well.
I suspect that's a case of when the door's open, she's trapped in there.
Yeah.
But when the door's closed, she can move about.
Yeah. Maybe the doors won't open if she's not in there.
Yeah. So she's got quite a big space there. There's obviously lots of stuff in there.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I think her writing is absolutely brilliant. Michelle Gomez plays it off. It's like, I want a particle accelerator, something else, and a pony. And she's when she says it, and she's, every line is just so well vivid. Like, oh yeah, I got the other little girl. I dropped her in a volcano.
She steals every scene she's in as well.
Yeah,
brilliantly. You feel like she's making it up as she goes along. Like she's saying it for real. It's not, everything she does is just there, like ad-libbed and of the moment. She is brilliant.
Yeah, the writing of her is very good.
Yeah.
Really very, very good. But you're right, she steals every scene she's in.
Yeah, fantastic.
But hopefully we'll see some more of her as the rest of the series goes on.
Yeah, I'm sure
Bill knows she's in there.
Yeah.
So we've done the three last four episodes. We're now 2/3 way through the series. So I think it's now our traditional moment to go ahead and look and see what's coming up.
Yeah.
And have our thoughts. So this week's is a Mark Gatiss episode. I generally quite like Mark Gatiss. I know you're not such a keen fan of his writing, but I've always liked, apart from last episode of the Grumbles coming alive and killing people thing.
Yeah.
I generally like his episodes. I think they're always pretty darn solid. But he's one next one. Having said that, seeing the trailers of it, I'm not too keen, if I'm honest.
He must like those ice monster. Because he did the submarine one as well, didn't he?
Did he do the submarine one?
Yeah, because I remember seeing his name attached to it and not liking it. I'm not 100% on that one, but
I'm going to check that one.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I seem to remember him. I seem to remember that episode starting and me not looking forward to it because it was him, but that could be a different one.
Well, he had the sleep on last season, which was definitely his. I'm just going to look up see which one was his.
I haven't liked any of his episodes anyway.
Sleep No More was the one from last season where he went in the submarine. Where the sort of strange people coming alive and being made out of dust.
That was garbage. That was.
Yeah, that was really. That was
the only one that I didn't like last series. Well, really. Yeah,
that was pretty. Well, that was pretty shit. It must have been season. When was the season?
That was a Matt Smith one. Remember? Amy Pond.
Yeah. Yes, you're right.
Taking over.
Going back a long way.
Yeah, series 7.
Yeah, so we'll go back to series 7.
Yeah. He always does horror episodes as well. I'm not a big fan of those.
He does Hammer horror episodes, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Cold War. You are right, that was his.
Yeah, because I figured Ice Warriors back again, you must like them, and I remember not liking that episode.
I didn't like what he did with the Ice Warriors episode. Ice Warriors have had a bit of a funny thing because they were introduced during Patrick Charlton's time, so back in the late 60s. So 60. He was 66 to 69, Patrick Charlton.
Yeah. Very influential Doctor.
Yeah. They were introduced back to them. They then appeared in a John Pertwee episode in the 70s, and I think I'm right in saying that's the last we saw of them from that point on. I think I'm right in saying in terms of the main series, they also appeared in spin-offs and so forth. I'm pretty sure that's the last we saw of them.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up, Windows.
That's certainly their first appearance in the modern era anyway, wasn't it, that submarine one?
Yeah, yes, you're right, because they appeared in... They were mentioned in Waters on Mars, they're mentioned.
Yeah, they're talking about, aren't they?
Yeah,
what was there before?
Yeah, because they were there before, but they first appeared. But I personally think the White Ice Warriors, trouble with a lot of bringing back the old Who monsters, is they're constrained by the special effects they had at the time.
That's true, good point.
So a bit like the Zygons.
Yeah.
Which,
they do look cool, mind you, the Ice Warriors. They do look kind of cool.
they look very sick. They look to me like a very 60s limited budget design monster.
Yeah, that was one thing I didn't mind about the episode, having the creature looked in the suit and everything, but...
I did like the fact when it came out of the suit, what it was like. That was a little bit...
Yeah, that was
that pushed the boundaries to me of what was acceptable. But yeah, he's... I'm not so sure about looking next. I mean, I'll see it. I'm not going to pass judgment until I see it.
No.
But the whole sort of idea of this Empress, the Empress of Mars, it just looks a little bit naff. But I'm not going to pass judgment until I see it. Yeah,
Victorians against monsters.
I quite like the idea, because that's sort of a crazy Doctor Who idea. Victorians versus the Martians. That's a sort of nice well, it's basically War of the Worlds, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
It's sort of a nice little idea, so I'm not so worried about that. It's the...
My thing is, sorry, but I wasn't looking forward to it before. Now I know it's Mark Gas. I'm even less looking forward to it.
Right.
But yeah, well, like you say, we're going to wait and see. We all pretty much got Bill wrong, didn't we?
Very true. Yes, I was very anti-Bill until I saw her actually played, and I'm now very pro-Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's one of the best companions we've had for. Yeah, the best companions in the new series anyway. Definitely one of the best companions.
It's almost a shame she's only in one season.
Yeah,
but I can understand why a new guy wants to start from scratch.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's fair. I think it comes as a course. You don't want to have any sort of hang-on. You want to start completely from fresh.
Yeah, Stephen Moffat did that, didn't he? So the new guy should.
Yeah. Stephen Moffat's handled it now for 6 years.
I think it's like
7 years. No, they hiatus, didn't they? So 7 years.
I think so. Yeah, because
Matt Smith was his.
Yeah,
and he had Matt Smith for 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Then he had a year hiatus, and they had Capaldi for
3 as well.
3 as well. Yeah, 7 years.
Yeah, but 6 on screen, I suppose.
6 on screen. Yeah.
Yeah, 6 actual seasons.
Yeah. So he's come to that to his tenure.
Yeah, that'd be good when a new guy takes over because they normally refresh everything, don't they?
Yeah,
which is what's needed.
Yeah, yes and no. It depends. They've got to sort of. You've still got to keep it Who.
Yeah.
There have been times in the past where Doctor Who got refreshed and ended up making it 1,000 times worse.
Yeah.
So
Stephen Moffat did a great job of refreshing it, didn't he? And this guy, Chris Chibnall, has done Doctor Who before.
Oh yeah.
And he's
really far before.
I think that's why David Tennant partly got the role in Broadchurch, because he probably directed Tennant in a few episodes in the past.
Oh yeah, he got the role in Doctor Who because he was in a previous Russell T Davies programme. He was in Casanova.
Yeah, I saw that. That was actually he was good in that. And he did a couple of things between Who that were quite dark. He's managed quite well post Doctor Who, hasn't he, David Tennant and Matt Smith? They've both done pretty well, really.
He was also in the BBC 3. Have you ever heard the Quatermass experiment?
Yeah, from the old one, anyway.
The BBC 3, when it saw come to its anniversary, because it was broadcast in 1952, something like that. Really early period of television.
Yeah.
Not after it sort of becoming mainstream. It's all got to the stage where you could actually watch it. Sort of early 50s. And they did like the 60th anniversary of it. It's 60th anniversary of it, or some anniversary of it.
Oh yeah.
And the original Quatermass was broadcast live.
Oh,
they did it all live, which is why I got no real recordings of it. They've got photos and literally they switched because of the way it was recorded. They had to do it live. So BBC 3 did the thing again. They did the whole serial live.
Oh wow!
So teams of people out in the various locations, and the people on the set, and they were switching between the sets live between and so they I had one take at it. There was no retake. If they fumbled the lines, they just had to go with it.
Yeah.
And David Tennant was in that, and one of his co-stars. He was like on the day of the broadcast. It'd been like 2 days after it'd been announced that he was going to be the new Doctor. And in the episode, the chap goes in and says, "So tell me what's going on." So he changed the line to "Tell me, Doctor, what's going on?" Just so he was the first. I was the first person called David Tennant the Doctor. But that was actually, if you can find it, it's worth watching because it's interesting because. You think, why is it such a funny runtime? Why is it like 2 hours 45 minutes? It's because they got through it quicker than they expected.
Oh, right.
So they ran out of time. But at the very end, it's quite clear at the end. They once they sort of complete it, at the end they all go outside. They sort of like have a little cheer and they sort of give each other hugs. Because it looks like they're just saying, "Yeah, we defeated the monster, brilliant." And in fact, as they were going, "Oh, we finished it. We made it. We did the whole 3-hour thing live." But no one realised I was still filming. But yeah, if you can watch it, it's worth looking up. If I can find it, I'll link to it. I'm hoping I hope it's on YouTube or something, and I'll link to it. If not, I'll link to the Pirate Bay. And it's worth watching. It's a good episode, and really heavily inspired Doctor Who originally as well.
Yeah. So what episodes left? So what's that called next week's?
Empress of Mars. We've then got The Eaters of Lights. By Rona Munro, who's not done Doctor Who before.
It sounds groovy.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. And then we've got the 2-parter by Sim Moffat, World, Nothing, Time, and the Doctor Fall.
Doctor Fall, yeah. That'd be that's an ominous title, isn't it?
Yeah, well, so that's his regeneration episode, presumably.
You don't think he's in the Christmas one?
Maybe.
I think he said, isn't there shots of him with the old Doctor?
Possibly.
Yeah, unless, he has said he's already filmed his regeneration scene, and he said that quite a while ago, so...
Yeah, they usually, from memory, they usually do the Christmas one after they've wrapped up the main series.
Yeah.
I saw that they always film that. I mean, I can see why a lot of people don't do it for like 2 or 3 years, because it must be virtually constant.
Yeah.
You spend most of your year...
Oh, yeah. About 8 months, I think he said, the last one was. I think that's why he left.
I think that's why a lot of the actors don't do 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, it's so intensive.
It's intensive. It is constant for 8 months of your life. You're going everywhere. It's not like even like if you're doing like a soap opera. Yeah. Where yes, it's like you're doing all year round, but A, they film it a lot more. They have a lot more lower standards. So they can film it quicker, and B, you only go to one place.
Yeah.
You go to the same place. It's like going to a place of work every day. Yeah. Whereas Doctor Who, you're going, this week I'm in Scotland, this week I'm in Wales, this week I'm in France.
Yeah.
And you're bouncing all over the place. It must be pretty intensive. I can see why they only for them do it for a few years at a time.
Plus they're in every single episode, aren't they? I know Russell T Davies did a couple of cool ones where he wasn't there.
That was deliberate. Do you know why that was? That wasn't due to he wanted to have no one there. It was due to shooting issues.
Yeah, I see. There must be some issue with getting tenant availability of everyone and everything.
It was basically the way their shooting schedule fell. They end up with a time frame where the Doctor who would be filming on one set, but they need to shoot another episode. They've got the resource to shoot another episode, but they wouldn't be able to have the Doctor all going.
I see,
so that's why you always get, for the first few years, you always have a situation where the Doctor hardly appears in an episode. So, like for example, the Blink was the episode of the Doctor, what they call the Doctor Light episode, is what they call it. So Blink basically all day literally did one location shot, and the rest was just done to camera.
Yeah, of course, one of the best episodes ever. That.
Oh yes, it did. You also had the episode with the fan club and the big Absorbaloff monster, which was a Blue Peter winner.
Oh yeah, I remember reading that. Yeah,
Blue Peter winner. I had that one. I can't remember what they did the first season. There was an episode in the first season again, which was basically we need to have a Doctor Light. I think that's Father's Day, where he gets eaten he gets disappeared halfway through. I think it's Father's Day.
Well, he does get disappeared, but the other version of him stays, doesn't he?
No. I'm thinking the first series.
Well, because
Father's Day,
Chris Ferguson's there, isn't he?
No, Chris Ferguson
comes back.
He comes back at the end, but about a third way in, he gets disappeared.
I thought because Billie Piper runs ahead, doesn't she? The second time they turn up.
No. Nothing. No, this is after it all happens. When the Reapers appear.
Oh, well, later on. Oh, right, later.
They take him away, and so it's left just Billie Piper. And
I haven't seen that one in a while. So he was in it a bit more than the other two.
Yeah, a bit more than the other two, but he was about it for the last chunk of it. So, yeah, I mean, that's quite interesting because it's all that's the focus on things. And obviously, you got the one with Donna Noble, Turn Left.
Yeah, where he's the only one in it.
He's barely in it as well, for same reason, basically. It's a shooting schedule problem.
Yeah, because that, I forgot what I was saying, yeah, but because Blink was even the assistant man in that, wasn't it? It was like, she was brilliant as an assistant, wasn't she? The Sally Sparrow.
Yeah, so do you know Blink was actually based, well, not Blink, it wasn't, but the premise of the Doctor being stuck in the past and having to send messages to the future was based on a short story, one of the Doctor Who angles.
Oh, really?
There's actually a short story, I think it's called Help Us, Sally Sparrow, in one of the Doctor Who angles. And basically, it's the plot of Doctor's trapped in the past and he writes messages to this girl in the future. And at the end, she meets him and gives him the information he needs to do it. And that's basically the sort of subplot. Yeah, that's the subplot on Blink. He gives the information to solve a problem in the future. I
love that episode so much because there's so many kind of moments. And whoa, where did that come from? And you know, where like that she's with her best mate, and then all of a sudden her best mate's like grandson or whoever it was, is knocking at the door. Yeah, well, she's still there. Yeah, at first.
I think it's also
very clever.
Yeah, I think there's got the genius bit where she has a conversation with videotape. And then has a different conversation with the same videotape, but it still makes sense.
Yeah, because she restarts it later on, doesn't she? Yeah,
and it still makes sense. It's like, oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, plus obviously the Weeping Angels are an incredible monster.
Yeah, got a bit as the series got on. The Weeping Angels got a bit overdone.
A little bit, yeah.
They sort of took out. I was like, oh, what we're going to have this in the Weeping Angels, and they got as the first appearance was creepy enough, and as they sort of went on. The bit which sort of ruined them for me is when they showed them in that episode where they started moving.
Yeah, I did like that episode, no?
I liked it, but it's like,
why
did you show them moving? That sort of ruined it.
I know, I want them not to look like statues when they moved. I want them to look like monsters when they moved, not statues.
Yeah.
They just look like moving statues. I want them to be like flesh versions of the statue when they move.
Yeah, well that might look even worse to me.
Yeah, but obviously, like say, you imagine that rather than be shown it. Yeah. But that has that incredible moment, doesn't it, where he puts his head to her and says, "You must remember," you know, because he's not there then; he's there later on, isn't he?
Yeah,
trying to tell her to remember him so that he can come back after the crash.
Yes, that's the bit. Yeah, that's the bit where.
I remember watching that through a second time after I'd seen it.
Oh, yes, of course.
Once the season was done, I watched it through again, just watching it, and I saw that moment. I was like, "Oh man,
that isn't the Doctor. That's the Doctor."
Yeah, that was amazing. That had a lot of bits like that, and obviously the cracks. You know, Roy disappearing forever. Assumably, you know,
that happens early on, doesn't he? Disappears. He gets that's the
episode. Yeah, sorry, yeah, you're right. That comes,
which is a really neat thing where he disappears. I also like the fact because they almost call back to that, don't they? Because when the Doctor and Bill are together. And she says, what happens if like one of us gets erased by time? He goes, well, do you not remember Daniel over there? That's really well done. Because that's basically exactly what happened.
Yeah, plus it's clever because you assume that's why he was brought into the show with her all the time, to have that moment, that big moment, but then he comes back and, you know.
Yeah.
That was, and she cries occasionally but can't remember why, and, you know.
Yeah.
Still probably my favourite season, between that and season 9.
Yeah.
Because season 5 was pretty much hit after hit, really.
Yeah, I always liked Amy and Rory. I liked having. I think Doctor Who works better with two companions.
Yeah, it's a bit more of a dynamic.
They can go off and do things
by
themselves, whereas when you've only got one or the other, basically one needs to be rescued by the other. But when you've got a pair, they can pair off and go off and do certain things. The Doctor can go off and do things, and actually those lines. The reason he said multiple companions in the originals is because it lies in the shooting node. They could shoot two separate things simultaneously.
What is Nardole's in this new one? I remember seeing him in the trailer, if I'm honest.
I suspect he will be.
Yeah.
I suspect I would have thought he'd be in this. I would have thought he might make an appearance in the Christmas special, then that'll be him gone.
Yeah, because again, the new guy's going to want to.
Which is a shame because he's a good character.
Yeah. It's also a shame in the way that we always know way ahead who the next Doctor is. I always think it'd be fun to.
Yeah. They haven't announced Doctor Who yet, have they?
Not yet, no. I always like it when he regenerates. It'd be nice to not know who's coming. Like when the Master regenerated and John Sim turned up. We didn't know that, so that was cool.
It's, they've definitely said it's not going to be a woman, because I know for a long time you thought it was going to be. The BBC have now said it won't be a woman, unless they're double bluffing us.
Don't forget though, what did Russell T Davies said something, didn't he? And that turned out to be a complete lie.
Yeah.
What was that? I think that might have been to do with Sherlock, though. But he said, because he said Fee would never be back, didn't he, Moriarty? But he kind of was sort of back.
Yeah.
So that's,
But he might not have been tend to be back then, but they changed their mind later on. That's something they changed on.
It could be.
I mean,
I didn't realise they'd said it. I hadn't seen anything about them saying it was definitely not a woman.
Perhaps John Simmons is going to be the next Doctor.
Oh no. He's too manic, can't have that guy.
But he wouldn't be the same character, would he?
Well, no, but would that not be a bit weird?
Yeah, it would be, but it would be interesting.
I don't think that would make sense.
That would explain why he's in the trailers.
Yeah, but...
That goes down my Bill's a home lover theory, and add that to my list of theories. Yeah.
Let's go down that rabbit hole again.
Yeah.
I'm still looking forward to what's coming. But...
Yeah. Who would you like to be the Doctor?
I'm on two fences on that. If it's a man, I either want Hugh Laurie or Hugh Grant. It has to be Hugh.
Not Hugh
Grant. I know we've gone over that many times.
Hugh Grant. I'm going to use my silent screwdriver.
There's three people I want if it's a woman. One would be Hayley Atwell.
Never heard of
Agent Carter. Really? The Marvel movies? Captain America?
Oh, I've never watched any of them.
You've never seen any of them?
No.
Well, that's...
Not into superheroes.
People out there will know who she is. She'd be brilliant. Natalie Dormer from Game of Thrones. She'd be excellent. And Tilda Swinton. Any of those three, I'd be over the moon. Plus Hugh Laurie. All in that.
I would love to have as the next Doctor, maybe because I think he's a great actor, but I think he's got too big now to be in it. Idris Elba.
Yeah.
I think though he's now doing a lot of films. I think he's got too big now for Doctor Who.
Yeah.
In a sad way, but I would think he would make excellent.
Yeah, he would. But obviously that kind of commitment.
Well, Martin Freeman. I could see him doing it.
Again, though, he's too busy to do 3 episodes of Sherlock most of the time, isn't he? So doing that would be.
They only feel like they only release Sherlock every 6 or 7 decades.
Yeah.
So he's got plenty of time doing shooting.
Yeah, I wouldn't. If it turned out to be him, I wouldn't be remotely disappointed. I think that would be good, but
Yeah.
So that'd be.
I would start with Martin Freeman.
Yeah, either those two, you'd be. Yeah.
I think as much as to talk about really for follow-up episodes. Not really know. We're still waiting for the Cybermen to turn up. I want them up in the final.
Yeah, those two ones.
Yeah, the Mondas Cybermen. So I think exciting times ahead. So the plan is then for us.
Oh yeah.
We're going to do another one of these in 3 episodes time. So episode 11, and we're going to do sort of a short one because that's going to be just before the final, and then we'll do one the following week after the final.
Yeah.
So we can discuss like the whole series as a whole.
Yeah.
What we think of it.
Give the final itself a bit more time.
As well. We can talk more length on the final episode.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot to talk about and see how it ties in. So
we might possibly even know who the next Doctor is by then as well.
We may
possibly.
We may
once the final airs, they might do something afterwards.
And we might
say
either. That's a good idea. What the fuck were they thinking?
Yeah, we'd have to if they don't do it then we'll have to do one of these when they announce the next Doctor.
We can. Well, the miracle of the internet is we can do this whenever we want.
Yeah.
So
do all that kind of stuff of what's to come. But yeah, like I said, we don't really know. We know the Mondas Cybermen and the Master's back in, but other than next week, that's all we really know, isn't it? What's to come, really?
Yeah. So I think there's time for us to sign off. So thank you very much for watching up in the Suffolk Ram.
Middlemeister.
And we'll see you in a few weeks. Oh, and come on Friday for the podcast.
Oh yes.
Podcast Friday, 9:30. It's awesome.
Yeah.
We have an extra person in it who doesn't like Doctor Who, which is why he's not here at the moment. But he's in it, and he'll love it, and we'll force him to watch this whole thing.
Yeah.
And watch all the series of Doctor Who as well, so he understands it.
Yeah, we'll watch it. Yeah, we'll do it. Watch it all together or something.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that Friday. We'll just watch everything.
Yeah,
we'll squeeze it in somehow.
Yeah.
We'll have to watch on fast forward, but we'll watch it.
Yeah, yeah, just on 1.5 times. So talking quick.
Probably more like 2 or 3 times. But yeah, so
yeah.
Anyway, so once again, thank you.
Yeah.
See you guys later.